All right, welcome back. We're very pleased to have with us State Representative Joe Orgeron, District 54. And Mr. State Rep, first of all, how are you, sir?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Just watching many vehicles of support heading down to, I guess, Grand Isle right now. I'm in Lower Golden Mesa, and I just saw a nice big convoy. I can tell you, Martin, was here been on the Bayou for all of my life, practically, except for 10 years, been through many hurricanes, and this is probably about the biggest contingency of external support that I've ever seen hit this area, and I'm really impressed. I think we're Bayou strong, and we're gonna come back quicker than estimated.
You know, we've been having this audience. Like I say, it brings our audience outside of Louisiana because a lot of people, we became sort of like a reality TV show. So many people from Canada, Texas, everywhere, California, were looking in to see how we were going to do. I think a message has been sent because everybody had this idea of how we handle storms based strictly off of Katrina. But I think after they saw what Terrebonne and Lafourche did and how we performed in this and what's taking place, they're going to, when it's all over, it may not be perfect, but they've learned a lot on how we handle this.
Absolutely. I know that people have asked me, how we fare from the people out west Louisiana for Laura, and I know they got a shellacking as well, but I think down here we may have evolved to be a little bit more resilient. Our turtle shell's a little bit harder, having repetitive hurricanes. So I think we're a little bit more used to it, maybe.
Yeah, that's probably a good word. But now, what the governor's going to be touring all of, going to be in Terrebonne. I know he was in Lafourche a while back. I think he's concentrating on Terrebonne today. But got to say, the governor's been pretty good about opening the checkbook. And if we could just get Uncle Joe Biden to open that checkbook on the federal level a little more, I think we're going to see it even go faster.
Absolutely. Well, I'm, having been serving not that long in state government as the representative for District 54, one thing that I had noticed and I've commented before is how well the Terrebonne Levee District with former Senator Reggie Dupree and Dwayne Bourgeois of the North Lafourche Levee District and Wendell Curall of the South Lafourche Levee District, how well those three, political subdivisions is the proper term that they use, how well they work together. And in other parts of the state, one levee district and a neighboring one might fight for funds and money, but we work together. And I know now that at least in my hometown here in Golden Meta Galliana area, where our levee Ring Levee District, our Ring Levee performed well for this Category 4 plus storm. I'm proud, and I know that one thing Wendell wants to do is to work to try to get the Army Corps of Engineers to accept the levee, to the level of their standards, and be able to get us lower cost insurance rates and things. And I'm going to take that as a challenge to meet with the governor, meet with the Army Corps of Engineers, and the three levee districts involved to really tout the resiliency of this area and how much damage there could have been if that 13-foot storm surge had come through here and those levees not been there. The people of Lower Lafourche not self-taxed themselves and started it themselves. It could have been a much more devastated area here than what it is already.
When I saw that, when I had Window on Live and I saw that camera at the Golden Meta floodgate, it was over that weld mark, and I asked Window, where's the weld mark at? He said it's at 11 feet. I said, well, it's a foot over the weld mark at this point. But that is the reason why Lafourche and Terrebonne have to work together, because this storm is the perfect example of why those two parishes are really one when it comes to storms.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, lately, changing the subject a little bit. I've been, people had told me from the Hurricane Laura, as state representative, you're going to have to crack the whip on the state's recovery system. That's the web EOC. The online database for tracking requests and goods and distribution and et cetera. So that's pretty much what I've been doing, is getting, trying to bump up the priority on generators for telephone companies to get circuits online, whether it's the town of Golden Meadow or Grand Isle for the work crews down there, or actually Loop to be able to have a redundant data circuit so that they could, offload a tanker at the Loop facility to get crude to the refineries to make more gasoline, whatever it is. I, been stayed on the phone trying to do as much as I can to help the community.
All right. Well, we appreciate you joining us today, Joe, and thank you for your service out there, and stay safe, and just call or come by anytime when you're in the area. We'll get you information out to the people, and good to talk to you again, sir.
All righty. Thank you very much. Talk to you later.
All right. Joe Orgeron, there you go. District 54 State Representative. We're going to take a break. Like I said, the governor is going to be traveling across South Terrebonne Parish and other parts of Terrebonne Parish today, and to get a first-hand look, and we're going to try to catch up with him later. We'll have a camera with him, and then we're going to try to catch up and get some words from him later on to assess what he actually saw. So stay tuned for that. We'll have a lot more too.